Hello, YouTubers. I feel like doing Tyler's Tarot intro. Hello, it's Tyler's Tarot in the house. I'm sorry. Never mind. Love him. He's cool. I don't know him personally, but I think he's a cool reader on YouTube. And I'm here to do your reading today for the retrograde season. Hey. So anyway, this is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and when I get tired, I get fucking goofy. Um, I'm doing a reading for the retrogrades that are going on because we have so fucking many of them. And oh, don't do that. So I want to see how many planets are in Gatorade right now. Just kidding. Because I know we got Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter, or they're coming in soon. I know we have Venus. I believe that we're already in Mercury retrograde, Pluto, Mercury, Saturn, Venus. Jupiter, I think, is coming in soon. And then we've got Aries. We got Mars going into Aries. So, uh, yeah. With all of that being said, I think I might actually do one collective reading instead of using three decks. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I'll use a deck to clarify what's going on. So, with that being said, this is going to be a collective reading for my subscribers and those that, watch my videos. I mean, honestly, if you're watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, I don't understand that. You should go ahead and smash that like button and that subscribe button, and also leave a comment while you're at it. So, I'm gonna shuffle these cards and just shuffle the energy out of them. Like I said, when I get tired, I get goofy. I might say things like 2 or 3 times before I realize that I said it 2 or 3 times. Anyway, the question is, what is coming toward us all in this fucking retrograde season 2020? Please remember this is not a personal reading. This is a reading on YouTube. You should take it as my opinion. If you need a personal reading, my information is down below. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. What is coming toward my community, my tarot community, you guys, this retrograde season? Alright. This card fell out. Two of Wands. Reaching out. This looks like telecommuting to me. It's like these two people are reaching out to each other through the web or using the web. You might have somebody reach out to you, and it might be an ex. Just going off of the Mercury retrograde energy, because it's like always during the retrogrades. The Mercury retrograde time period. It's like the computers break down, the cell phones don't work, communication sucks, and your exes come back. The Death card, which is Pluto energy. 8 of Cups. I think I might do 6 cards with those. Nine of Swords. Fucking fuck with that. Ooh, the Wheel. The Wheel. 7 of Swords. I feel like the 7 of Swords is an indicator of things coming to light. This could indicate lies, cheating, stealing, doing things that you're not supposed to do. But I feel like this, I just instantly got that this is like lies and cheating being exposed instead of these things happening. So I feel like you guys are gonna have like many of you secrets, lies, things like that being exposed to you or regarding you in some way. Like if you're telling lies and stuff like that, you might be the one whose lies get exposed. Queen of Swords. Could also be like the person. The Queen of Swords is having her energy, her life exposed. Bottom of the deck is the I'm sorry, that was a weird sound. The Lover's card, which can indicate a Gemini. Last time I checked, Venus was in Gemini, uh, retrograding in Gemini, because that is my third and fourth houses, and I was looking at my own chart. I feel like if you guys, excuse me, if you guys haven't looked at your chart yet, you don't know about your astrological chart, you can get it done for free online, and then you can kind of research it on your own. So, I see a lot of the energy, and I'm feeling like it's being forced forward. Um, Especially with the wheel over here on the back end. I'm gonna try and move my camera. Hopefully this will work out for me. I don't want to be too disturbing here because I want you guys to be able to see what's going on. Oh, okay. So hopefully you guys can see like the death card. This is sloppy as fuck. But anyway, you can see the death card moving forward. She's looking forward. She on the Nine of Swords is looking forward. She's looking forward and he's looking back, but toward the future. So I'm seeing like a lot of this stuff being forced toward the future. And this is over there too. She's looking forward and he's looking back at her. But I'm just seeing this energy like forcing itself forward. Now, Pluto is good at that. And interestingly, we start off with Pluto energy, which is the death card. I'm going to put this back where it came from. I wanted you guys just to see how the energy was moving. And I succeeded at doing that, even though it was sloppy. But anyway, Pluto energy is all about change, baby. It's also about dredging up shit from the past. Shit that you have not completed your inner work with or completed working on. So like, for example, you could have a relationship with someone, especially during Venus retrograde, where you knew it wasn't the relationship for you. You knew from even the very beginning that this was not going to be good, right? And you just stayed in that relationship for years and years and years, right? So we get here where Pluto is retrograding, Venus is retrograding, Mars is getting ready to go in Aries, Saturn is retrograding, and it's actually retrograding in Aquarius, I believe. And was it Pluto, Saturn, Venus? Shit. Well, anyway, those things are retrograding, right? The Pluto energy is like very strong here. And it's like you knew this relationship wasn't going anywhere. You knew it wasn't going to be good for you, but you stuck around anyway because that's what you do. And during this time, something happens that takes that relationship away from you, or when the other person that you're in this relationship with decides they don't want to do this anymore. So you're kind of forced forward. You cannot stay where you are. And if you have other situations, maybe I can do this. Duh, Tia, what are you thinking about? Where you have other situations where that's the case, like a job. You might stick around in that job too long, but then you get forced to leave. Especially if it's like a bar and we're going through this illness right now, globally. And you're forced to leave. The secret's exposed. That shit's out. The secret has been exposed, right? And you can't just sit there anymore. You have to move forward. I feel like it's something that's supposed to help you. In the end, it makes you wiser. It makes you more logical. It makes you look at things more with your head than your heart. Honestly, this looks like a lot of mental stuff too, like mental energy. because it got so many swords. With the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, One Cup card. We've got the Lover's card, which is an air sign, Gemini. So I kind of feel like this retrograde season, unfortunately, this does also kind of speak of death, death, because we are going through a pandemic. I'm not saying that you're gonna die, just saying that this can also indicate all of the death that is going along with this pandemic, and um, I'm not really too concerned about that. I feel like you guys will be fine, but the you'll be hearing about the death tolls a lot, especially if you watch the freaking news. Don't do that to yourself. I feel like this card, since it fell out, it also indicates to us during this retrograde season that there are a lot of contracts that are getting ready to end, especially if they are soul contracts that you have with people. It's like you got the contract, it ends, and you're forced to move forward. That causes you to feel stressed out, but ultimately it was like a secret that had to come out. Now you're being forced to change and move on, and it leaves you better for it in the future. But the Queen of Swords also has a lot of scars. You can't learn how to sword fight without getting some scars, right? And she's got scars. She's got a sword, but she knows how to use it now. And it's like you guys know how to use your sword after this retrograde period is over. But it's gonna be kind of like you're fighting a lot of demons during this time period. Collectively, we're all kind of fighting a lot of demons during this time period. And a lot of the issues that we've been ignoring over the years, they come to the surface for us to look at them, for us to heal them, for us to deal with them. It's like Saturn decided to retrograde, Cleo decided to retrograde, and those two things were conjunct for a while. Um, and it's like the energy got better after Saturn moved out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and then it got not infinitely worse, but it got worse again after it retrograded. I believe that after this situation that you're in, whether it be work, love, financial, health wise, whatever it might be, in the end, there's gonna be some kind of offer. I'm getting an offer from this card more than I'm getting anything else. Offers and decisions that have to be made. And I'm taking this. This is like divine guidance up here. I also feel like this is partly the judgment card, because if you take these down here away, this looks like the judgment, the angel off the judgment card. And down below on the judgment card, there are people being raptured up to heaven or whatever. And um, it's like a second chance, a rebirth, but also like actual judgment. So, where you have used poor judgment in your life, like I said, relationship, work, whatever, family, whatever, if that gets exposed, the secret is out. You may also have people trying to sneak around behind your back because she's got her back turned. And this is down here. I feel like that person is not going to be successful doing that. But I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords. I always clarify the Seven and the Five of Swords because those cards are touchy cards. I want to clarify the Five Swords. I get strongly like the Seven of Swords is about having your eyes wide open. You have to have your eyes wide open so you don't get taken advantage of. Clarify 7, please. Oh, Page of Swords. And then, really, the Ace. Interesting. And Two of Swords. So this opportunity is actually surrounded by interesting energy because it's the Two of Swords, which indicates like being blocked, like your heart being blocked, or just ignoring things, not seeing things. And then we got the Page here, which can be a difficult little person to deal with because they can speak harshly, they can be unkind, they don't know how to use their sword, which is interesting because that goes right into our storyline here, where she had to start off as a page, but she learned how to use her sword. So I feel like we are going to have to learn how to use our sword during this time period. Don't let people take advantage of us. Keep our eyes wide open and look for things. Not look for things like you're trying to create a problem, but just keep your eyes open and watch because there are going to be some things to see. And we need to see these things so that we can have clarity. This can also indicate clarity. Clarity for the things that we have been trying to ignore. I'm getting a lot, guys, for this retrograde period, this retrograde season. These, even the eclipses that are coming. I saw the moon up here in this card, and we are having another eclipse coming up soon. I'm seeing that. Oh, no, my phone is trying to die, so I gotta do this quick. It's plugged up, which is weird, but is it charging? That's the question. It should be. Sometimes my electronics are painfully irritating. But anyway, I feel like this is a time period where we're all going to have to learn how to use our swords. We're all going to be forced to learn how to use our swords. And we're going to have to gain clarity and stop putting our head in the sand because there are things we need to see so we can move forward. Collectively. Especially if it has to do with the earth or just personal life in general. We can't just ignore these things anymore because Pluto is going to force us to see them. It's not going to let us sit around and ignore these things. It's going to keep throwing it in our faces until we learn the lesson and stop the behavior that is causing us the pain. You know? Interestingly, there's this offer, and it came out like this, where it was surrounded by this energy, right? It's like neither one of these people sees this offer. Maybe it's like a secret offer that we're not seeing collectively that we need to kind of turn around and look at, take off the blindfold and look at. And I feel like around this next eclipse, this offer will make itself more visible. You just kind of have to see it. You have to like open your eyes so you can see it. I'm seeing this as the sun. I'm also kind of hearing it as a month, the month of July. Even though the retrogrades will go beyond July, I'm feeling this as like July, when the sun is aspecting Pluto or one of these other retrograding planets, is also when this gets exposed more clearly. Could also indicate like our government in the U.S. kind of some of their lies and bullshit being exposed some more. But this retrograde season, so far, I'm seeing contracts being forced out or coming to a close. Important decisions being made. Make sure that you use good judgment. Don't use poor judgment. The things that we've used poor judgment with and have tried to cling on to, we're going to be forced to let those things go and leave those things behind, because this particular retrograde season is not gentle. It's like, okay, motherfucker, you have not been listening to me for years. You're gonna listen this time, okay? You're going to listen this time. That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting from this season right now. Interestingly, it's like the ending comes and then you have to move. You cannot stay in one place. You cannot stay in the same place you were in before. It comes to a close. That contract comes to a close. You have to leave it behind. And it puts you in a space where you feel very anxious and irritated. And you have to fight that demon. You cannot ignore it anymore. It's in your room on your wall. You can't just walk by it. It is as big as an elephant. What are you doing? And then you fight it. And things change. I feel like they change for the better. And you're kind of looking at these filled cups and like, oh, I lost what I lost. I lost what I lost. And now I feel lost, right? And then as time goes on, things change. And you move into this period where you got offers, but you're not seeing it. But I feel like this lady right here is the queen, and this is also the queen. She matures over time. She matures probably faster than she would in any other year where we didn't have all these retrogrades, right? She matures faster in this energy and becomes the queen of swords. She moves from being the two to being the page to being the queen. So contracts are ending. We're all growing the fuck up. That's what I'm getting from this, is like the contracts are up. And this, I feel like I keep getting good judgment. But in the end, after all of these things are over, we will be in this position to either offer something to others, or they'll be able to offer it to us. I feel like if a relationship is ending, this is like a divinely guided relationship coming back in. It could also be an offer of a job, offer of resources. You know, I feel like this is like the end goal, where you're in this beautiful garden and you've got divine guidance and you've got someone helping you, or you've got companionship, or you've got a job, or whatever it might be. There are people outside making noises. But yeah, hope that made some sense, guys. I get big, strong freaking Pluto energy coming in here. I know that there are other things retrograding, but like Pluto sticks out the most. Probably because Pluto is about change. A change gon' come. But anyway, I'll probably do another one of these. This one feels like it's for Pluto because I've got 2 indicators of Pluto energy. The judgment card that's in, this is like the judgment card here that's in the Lover's card. And then I've got the death card, which is Pluto. It indicates Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So with that being said, keep your eyes open. Try and go with the flow instead of fighting it, because it's going to be worse if you fight it. And in the end, I feel like we've got this coming along. This pleasant feeling. Having as many resources as you need. You know, warm, loving, stable kind of thing coming. So, oh God, I hope that made some sense. It's time for me to go to sleep now. I'm tired as fuck. All right, I love you guys. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. If you need a personal reading, my information is down below. Don't be scared to email me. Just say hello. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video to talk.